Welcome back. Now, coming back to the developments in Twisha Sarma's death case, the family has now moved the Jabalpur High Court on multiple fronts. We spoke to the family lawyer. He says that the plea challenges, first up, the anticipatory bail that has been granted to former judge and mother-in-law Giribala Singh, once again pushing for a second post-mortem examination of Twisha. You know, her mortal remains are something which it is still not been handed over to the family, as they are now seeking another autopsy. The lawyer has also demanded detailed probe into viral audio tapes and purported call recordings as well, and the identities of the people. What is being said on part of the counsel side that Giribala Singh allegedly contacted after Twisha's death. And also, according to the family, these aspects were never fully investigated on part of the police.
सर, इसमें एक आरोपी हैं गिरिबाला सिंह, जिनके अगेंस्ट 15 तारीख को एक एफआईआर रजिस्टर होती है। दहेज हत्या के संबंध में उसमें धाराएं लगती हैं, दहेज की धाराएं लगती हैं। उसमें क्लियर प्रिजम्पशन क्लॉज है इंडियन एविडेंस एक्ट में सेक्शन 118 में कि आप किसी भी तरीके से जो प्रिजम्पशन है कि डाउरी डेथ की अगर कोई एफआईआर हुई है तो जिन आरोपी नामजद आरोपी हैं तो इनके वो प्रिजम्पशन माना जाएगा। इसी बात को जिला न्यायालय ने जब यहाँ से आवेदन उनका अग्रिम जमानत का उनको लाभ दिया है तो इसको मानने से मना कर दिया। इसीलिए हम इसके ऑर्डर को हम हाईकोर्ट चैलेंज कर रहे हैं आज कि इनकी बेल कैंसिल करी जाए। दोबारा पोस्टमार्टम के लिए हम हाईकोर्ट जाएंगे, इसीलिए जाएंगे क्योंकि मजिस्ट्रेट ने हमारा आवेदन खारिज नहीं करा इस आधार पर कि सेकेंड पोस्टमार्टम नहीं होना चाहिए। उनका भी मानना है कि होना चाहिए, लेकिन हम दिल्ली के लिए ऑर्डर नहीं कर सकते। अगर ऑडियो सही है तो उसका सत्यापन इन्वेस्टिगेटिंग एजेंसी करेगा। हर जो संभव सही तरीके हैं उससे वो, अब चाहे वो सीज करेगा, फिर सीज करने के बाद उसमें जो भी रिक्वायरमेंट है, किसकी आवाज है, नहीं है, कब बना, कहां बना, कैसे बना, हर चीज फाइनलाइज करेगा इन्वेस्टिगेटिंग एजेंसी। और अगर वो सत्य होता है तो उनकी बातों से पता चलता है कि उन्होंने 5 महीने उस बच्ची के साथ क्या करा है। अगर वो सच है और वो गिरिबाला सिंह ही है तो किस तरह के घिनौने गंदे आरोप लगा रही हैं वो, तो पता चलता है कितना उनके द्वारा प्रताड़ित किया गया है बच्ची को।
So the fight that began from the lower courts has now gone up to the high court, and certain questions that are now being raised as to Twisha's family, why they have decided to move the high court, and how the in-laws have now responded to this. Let's take you through as multiple claims that have been coming in. Twisha's family still maintain that their daughter was murdered. However, this is something which Twisha's in-laws say that it was suicide because of mental health issues. Then again, when it comes to Twisha's family, they claim that there was harassment and torture. That was the cause of death. The in-laws suggest that Twisha indulged in self-harm. And of course, when it comes to the character assassination that has now been done on part of the in-laws post-death, because Twisha is no longer there to defend her position. Now Twisha's in-laws believe that she held extremely liberal views, and this is something that they agreed on this marriage. But however, when it comes to certain questions that has been raised over her pregnancy as well, this seems to be clear on part of certain WhatsApp chats that were shared, because Twisha time and again that she was saying that she is feeling suffocated, and harassment increased after pregnancy is something which Twisha's family has been claiming. The other side has been saying that Samarth must be fairly questioned, and when it comes to the torture by husband is something which Twisha's family has been saying. But as far as the husband in this case is concerned, he's been on the run for the last 10 days. There has been a reward that has also been announced for any information, but Samarth's whereabouts are still not known. Now, in the meantime, let's talk about how Times Now's Iona Mitra managed to speak with the CCTV technician Rohit Vishwakarma, who confirmed receiving multiple calls from Giribala Singh a day after Twisha's death. And this is an exclusive conversation that we had with him, and get you a better understanding of what may have happened post Twisha's death. So this is something which the family has been preparing for, this big legal move, because as far as the post-mortem is concerned, the first report is out. But the second one, because the family continues to maintain that this is not suicide but murder. But by the lower court, it's been ruled out for now, and this plea that is now being challenged in the high court. What exactly happened a day post Twisha's death? Let's listen in.
आप गिरिबाला सिंह जी को जानते हैं? जानते हैं?
जी,
कितने सालों से जानते हैं आप उनको?
2023 से।
2023 से। तो आपने न्यूज़ में अभी देखा होगा ट्विशा शर्मा का जो है मौत की खबर सब जगह चल रही है और उसको लेके काफ़ी हाहाकार हो रहा है। हमारे पास कुछ कॉल रिकॉर्ड्स है जो हमने एक्सेस किया है और उसके मुताबिक आपको गिरिबाला जी ने फ़ोन किया था ट्विशा की मौत के 1 दिन बाद 13 मई को। आप बता सकते हैं कि उन्होंने क्यों फ़ोन किया था आपको?
जी, उन्होंने मुझे 3-4 बार कॉल किया है वो, एक बार नहीं।
अच्छा।
एक्चुअली वहाँ पे पुलिस प्रशासन आया हुआ था उनके घर पे, जज मैडम भी आते हैं, तो पुलिस प्रशासन ने फ़ोन करवाए थे कि सर ये कब तक आएँगे आप? हमें रिकॉर्डिंग चाहिए। तो मैं 11-12 बजे वहाँ पे गया था, तो मैं उनको रिकॉर्डिंग निकाल के दी पुलिस प्रशासन को। तो मेरे को थोड़ा समय लग रहा था, तो ये कोऑर्डिनेट चल रहे थे कि आप ऐसा कर लीजिए, आप माउस उठा लीजिए, माउस से निकाल के फिर राइट क्लिक करिए, ये सब चीज़ें उन्होंने समझा रहा था कि आप रिकॉर्डिंग निकाल सको तो आप निकाल लीजिए।
आपको सुबह 11 बजे जाने के लिए बोला था उधर?
जी, उन्होंने तो और पहले भी बोला था कि आप जल्दी आ जाइए, 8 बजे जाइए, 9 बजे जाइए, जितने जल्दी
जी।
हो सकता है आ जाइए, पुलिस वाले वेट कर रहे हैं। पुलिस
जी।
वाले वहाँ पे मौजूद थे।
अच्छा, तो 11-12 बजे दोपहर तक आप वहाँ पे पहुँच गए थे और उसके बाद वहाँ पे जाने के बाद क्या हुआ? आपको रिकॉर्डिंग्स देखने को बोला गया था?
जी।
अच्छा, क्या क्या देखा था आपने उन रिकॉर्डिंग्स में? कितने सीसीटीवी फुटेजेस थे?
जी, टोटल 8 सीसीटीवी कैमरे लगे हुए हैं उनके घर में
ओके।
और 8 कैमरे हैं। उनका एक कैमरा कोई बंद था, शायद पीछे का था या कहीं का कैमरा बंद था, पर जो अपन को इंसिडेंट हुआ है, जो सीडी वाला कैमरा है वो चालू था। तो मैंने उनको रिकॉर्डिंग निकाल के दे दी, वो सब पुलिस वालों को, और DVR भी मैंने खोल के उन्हें दे दिया। करीबन 2-3 घंटे की मशक्कत के बाद सारा मैंने सब निकाल के उन्हें दिया और फिर मैं निकल गया वहाँ से।
2-3 घंटे का फुटेज आपने उनको रिकॉर्डिंग निकाल के दी, वो सीडी के पास जो सीसीटीवी था वही वाला?
जी, जी।
क्या जब आपने उनको रिकॉर्डिंग निकाल के दिया, क्या उन्होंने आपसे या किसी भी उनके जो परिवार के सदस्य वहाँ पे थे, क्या उनमें से किसी ने आपको बताया कि कुछ हटाना है या कुछ रिकॉर्डिंग एडिट करनी है, ऐसा कुछ आपको बोला गया था?
नहीं मैडम, और ये पॉसिबल ही नहीं होता है।
ऐसा कुछ नहीं, किसी ने कुछ नहीं बोला?
Well, Rucha is connected with us. Rucha, how do we understand the legal battle from here on continues? Because the petitions are now being challenged in the High Court.
The family is suggesting that they are the ones who are now working on collecting evidence against Giribala Singh, and one of the main evidence that the family has presented in the court is the list of contact numbers that Giribala Singh had dialed after death of Twisha Sharma, and there are some big names in this list. There are about 45 phone numbers that the family has shared with the court and has asked to inquire who are these people. It is suspicious that more of these people are, some of them are CCTV experts, some of them work in the judiciary, some in the home department of Madhya Pradesh. So it is concerning that at a time when Giribala Singh was just informed about her daughter-in-law's demise in her very own house, she did not panic or she did not make any calls to the families or the police for help after that, but she called some of the officials, some of her colleagues, and as we just heard one of the conversation with the CCTV expert who was called, then the family is now questioning that what kind of person prefers calling the authorities or prefers calling these people instead of calling for help or calling.
Well, grim reality as what we are now looking at as far as the legal battle is concerned. We are looking at different layers, different levels of that. The police, however, saying that they would be cooperating. This is an assurance that has come in from the Chief Minister himself. But both sides have been raising questions on each other's conduct. Thank you very much, Rucha, for joining us here on the broadcast. Now, let's get you. Senior Executive Editor Madhav Das Gopalakrishnan also spoke with Twisha's brother, and here's what he had to say.
Joining us at the moment is Major Harshit. Major Harshit is, of course, the brother of late Twisha. Thank you so much for speaking to us, Major Harshit, and our condolences for what you have gone through and what your family has gone through. But let me begin by asking you about that. audio conversation, the purported conversation between you and Judge Giribala. Can you take us through the circumstances within which this conversation was held? What was the timing of this and where was this conversation held?
Firstly, thank you for having me here, and thank you for all the support that you've been giving us. You are basically our eyes and ears as of now. And about that audio clip was recorded in the month of April, around 22nd, and this was in Bhopal. Before this audio clip was recorded, Trisha had come to us to Nasirabad. She had a tussle with the husband, Samarth Singh, and she had come to Nasirabad and just revealed the entire ordeal to us as to what has been happening, what she's being continuously being accused of, not just by the husband but by the mother-in-law as well. And during that time, one call had come from Giribala Singh to Trisha and asking her all those things that you have heard in the clip. I was really taken aback by that. Post that, after the 2-day stay in Nasirabad, we had asked her as to what do you want to do. We are here with whatever decision that you take, whether you want to stay with the boy or you want to leave. We are here with your decision. Trisha is a very emotional person. She was trying to save her marriage and give this boy another chance. And chance after chance was being given. So we had gone to Bhopal to reconcile. And during that time, my father had not joined us. So my father had just undergone a angiography. So we had not taken him. I had called my brother from Delhi and I had taken mother and Trisha along with me in a car. So we reached Bhopal. That is when she said, "Ki Papa idhar nahi hai." So, it is better to record it because these people, they would say certain things and would deny completely after some time.
So that seems to be the conversation with Trisha's family. But as far as there has been a new press release coming in from the family where certain screenshots and calls and pictures of people, including Giribala Singh and Samarth Singh, purportedly made calls to. Now, this is when it comes to Trisha's family moving Jabalpur High Court on multiple fronts. Their lawyer has said that the plea that challenges the anticipatory bail to former Judge Giribala Singh and also pushes for a second post-mortem of Trisha. So, Rucha, when it comes to the developments that has now been taking place, what are we now looking at the investigative bit? What are the leads that the police are working on? Because as far as the whereabouts of Samarth Singh is concerned, he continues to still evade the law.
Well, this is a fresh document that Times Now has accessed, which is a 23-page document where the family has gathered evidence against Giribala Singh and has presented to the court and has attached some of the screenshots of the call records who Samarth Singh and Giribala Singh had called after death of Twisha Sharma, and some of the names are really big in this case. Some of them are the Additional Chief Secretary of several departments of Madhya Pradesh government. Some are the authorities from the police department, from Home Guard, and the family is stressing why she made these kind of calls at a time where they just learned about Twisha's death and they allegedly reported it as a suicide case, but the family is suspicious that it is a murder case in fact, and that is why after the plea in the lower court got rejected of the second post-mortem, now the family has gone to the High Court of Madhya Pradesh at Jabalpur. On 25th of May, the hearing will take place on the High Court, and the matter will be heard. Today, in fact, is one of the hearings of Samarth Singh's case, a bail application that...
well, that is also going to be taken up today because he's been filing for anticipatory bail and he hasn't made an appearance yet despite the police being on the lookout for him. Thank you very much for the moment, Rucha. As and when the story develops, we'll keep our viewers updated on the same. Back after a short break.